The picture we painted of Amsterdam was of a permissive city, but of course, the left doesn't see it that way. In the Netherlands, perhaps the most liberal European country, the government is now shutting down pot shops and legalized brothels. Apparently, organized crime is controlling both over there.
It hasn't worked in Holland. They had really wonderfully naive ideas about teaching their children to have safe sex and smoke grass.
All right, so now what they don't tell you in that propaganda video, which is very cute, is that the mayor of Amsterdam just initiated a sweeping crackdown on rampant organized crime. A city official saying, quote, get that quote up there because the teleprompter just went down on me. Get the quote up there. Okay, there we go. We want to fight organized crime. I think that the new reality will be more in line with our image as a tolerant and crazy place. This is the assistant mayor, rather than a free zone for criminals. We can still have drugs and sex, but in a way that shows the city is in control, unquote. All right, so the culture warriors have been checking all this out here now. Gretchen Carlson and Margaret Hoover. Now, the reason we're even bothering with Amsterdam, Holland, and you've both been there, so have I, is because many far-left, secular progressive people would love to have that kind of a culture here in the USA, and indeed San Francisco is approaching that. And you say what, Hoover?
Less of a drug problem for their citizens than they do a crime problem. And it's crime related to their permissiveness and their lack of enforcement around drugs.
Maybe and maybe not.
No.
The way they do the stats is very different than they do it here. What do you say, Carlson?
I say that I don't know if you can blame all of their crime problems on the fact that they have legalized prostitution and legalized drugs. I know that you're going to be shocked at my opinion on this, but I did go and look at the travel guides for other European cities,
yes,
and they're similar to what the travel guides say about Amsterdam.
Well, Frommer
Pickpocketing
says that,
is the number one thing.
Frommer says if it isn't nailed down, somebody's going to try to steal it in Amsterdam. But here's the problem. Because Amsterdam is so liberal, with drugs particularly, and then you go into the canal zone where the ladies are in the windows, and they say they do that for health reasons, and they can tax and all of that. The same stuff that they say out in Nevada and other places in the United States. But let me choose my word carefully here, every questionable person in Europe heads to Amsterdam because it's all there,
right,
in a 2-square-mile deal, and their friends are there. It's a Disney World for those people.
Right. You said organized crime controls vice the world over.
That's what the mayor said.
That is also, I mean, the mayor of Rotterdam had to close down earlier this year. No, the mayor of Rotterdam earlier this year had to close down half of his city's coffee shops, especially those that were within 200 yards rather, of schools.
Of schools,
why?
Right.
Because ordinary citizens were getting caught in the crossfire of the thugs who have come to their country.
So you're agreeing with me.
I'm agreeing with you, not so much that they have a drug problem, but that they have a crime problem that is related to drug enforcement.
Well, then why have so many more people in the USA where marijuana is illegal tried it? 40% of people in the USA compared to 22.6% in the Netherlands.
The way they do the statistics in the Netherlands is different. Plus, it's a much smaller country. There's a much smaller base to do the stats on. Okay, I don't even care what happens in the Netherlands. What I'm saying to everybody is, this is coming here to the United States. It's coming. This is what they want, the secular progressives. Now,